Good morning, everybody. So it is my weigh-in Wednesday, and I'm here to give you an update. I'm going to be doing this every week when I have a weigh-in, because I've been trying to do daily vlogs and everything, and it just doesn't seem to work. I may do it eventually, but I never seem to find the time. Like, I do it for like 3 days, and it's so hard to get editing time in, because I have time like when I'm at in.Lots and stuff, but it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie. So I thought if I did a weigh-in video every week, it would kind of do a little bit. I might take clips throughout the week and include it if there's anything that I feel I should share. So I may do that too, I'm not sure. But every Wednesday you will get a video from me talking about my journey of the past week. So I'm doing it a day early because I'll explain that when I'm going into it. I weighed in last Thursday at 174. That was my starting weight. I started my Weight Watchers again, counting my points, and I started exercising on Sunday. So my first day one was on Thursday, I think it was February 6th, 6th, I think. It's the 12th today. And I weighed in at 174. So my goal initially, what I'd like to talk about, is getting to about 140. That is like the ultimate goal. I would like to get to 150 and see how I feel first, but ultimately, if I do feel that I could take it to the I think I could get to the 140s. Like, I think that, and it's a healthy base for my height. Actually, I'm supposed to be smaller at 5'2". I'm supposed to be like, I think, 109 to 130. I do not want to be 109 pounds. I would be skeleton, and that is not an interest to me. I want to keep my curves. I want to be toned. I want to be healthy looking. I don't want to be like, you know, that. But anyway, I weighed in this morning, and I weighed in at 173. Now, I will bluntly tell you that I was very upset when I saw it, because I thought, like, I only lost a pound after what I did this week. I worked out 3 days. I've been tracking my points. I only slipped up once, and I used my weeklies. So I'm kind of like, I'm really disappointed, but at the same time, I'm sitting here going, oh, I'm really disappointed, but then I'm thinking about all these things. So I have this written down, and I'm going to kind of go through them and share. The reason my weigh-in day is now Wednesday is because my friend Allie and I she lives like 4 hours away from me, and I'm here, and we're both doing it, but we don't attend meetings. I do believe that she signed up to the online community. I am not. I am doing it because I have all my stuff, and I know the program so well because I've done it so much that I'm just doing it on my own. But we wanted some support, and you can go on online things, but when you know somebody and you can talk to them and you can be very real with them, even through just Facebook messages and stuff like that, it really means like a great deal in your success. And that I'm going to speak about that more as I'm going through all of this. So every week I'm going to go through certain things, and actually they're kind of the certain things that she and I share with each other as far as the themes that we kind of laid out that we're going to talk about. So I'm just going to kind of go through that because I believe it's the best way to kind of do it for me. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my favorite foods of the week, or discoveries, or anything that is a Weight Watcher friendly thing that I got excited about or has become a staple in my house. I've discovered a new thing this week, and it's become a staple. And so it is these fold it. I've been using these for sandwiches. They're only 2 points for one of them, and you use it instead of using like the bread that around. I'm not a fan of like a major whole wheat bread, but I don't mind like a pita style. So I've been having these for my lunch. Lots of shrimp sandwiches. A lot of people will be grossed out by that, but I love seafood, so. And the flatbread. Now this whole thing, and it is big, it's 4 points for this big thing. And it shows that you can make pizza with it. I'm not sure if I'm going to make an actual pizza with it, but I saw a recipe for a meatball, like spaghetti and meatball pizza. That's like, it's 10 points, but if you want like a hearty big supper, that's what I'm going to try, I think. Those are pretty well the new things that I've been introduced to. Everything else has been sort of my standard thing, like Silhouette yogurts. Any yogurt that is on sale that is a 0% yogurt is pretty well what I buy. Like I bought Source last week, and then this week I have Silhouette. It just depends on what's on sale, what I go by. My water this week has been really good. That's Emmett is sitting in his high chair sort of next to me eating his breakfast. So you're going to hear him. But I've been getting my water in. Now, before I look, like initially when I weigh in, I'm like, oh, I lost the 1 pound. Why didn't I lose like 5? Because the first week you usually lose a little bit more. And I know because I've done it so many times. And I thought, you know what? Maybe this time will be different. I worked my ass off. I tracked and everything. And you know what? I'm going to give myself a break on that 1 pound. Because you know what? I know the work that I did. And that shouldn't make me feel bad for looking at a number. I do believe in the numbers thing a little bit. Because I don't believe it should run your life. But I do believe that it's going to affect you. Like, I do want to be a certain weight. I don't mean I need to be exactly 140. What I mean is, if I get to 150 and I'm comfortable, I'll stay there. But if I can shed another 10 pounds, then I probably will. It's not a strict thing. I might get to 155 and be like, oh, I'm good here. We don't know. So, the things that I've learned throughout this week is that I can take my favorite things that I love and create them into something. Like, I can still eat what I love. I made spaghetti meat sauce this week. I made shepherd's pie. I made ham and potatoes. Like, I had all my normal foods. But my key is that I need to measure everything so that I know my points value. If I don't measure and I guesstimate, it is not good. Because I'll slap on 3 scoops of potatoes if I'm not measuring. And half a scoop of potatoes is 3 points. So, you get what I'm saying here. Pizza is a trigger food for me. I have learned now that I should not order a pizza unless it's weigh-in day. Because weigh-in day, I give myself leeway, I do. Today, I intend on having a piece of fried chicken from Lick a Chick, which is a place that's around here. That sounds horrible name, but it's the best chicken that's around here. And I'm going to be having that with fries for supper. But I'm not going to be having like 4 pieces of chicken, and I'm going to have a piece of chicken and fries. Because you can't not live when it comes to food either. And I have the points. I found out the points last night, and I am going to be tracking it. So you can have the things you love. You just need to be wary of it. I'm just trying to have high salt food like the first 3 days of my week, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then cut out the salt a little bit because salt does affect your weight as well. Things that I improved on. This week I avoided baking anything that I severely love. Like I bake usually 2 or 3 times a week or more. And I always make things like, I'll make like vanilla cupcakes with homemade icing and sprinkles and and I'll eat like 5 of them in like 3 hours. I'm not going to lie to you. And I had to stop that because it was damaging my program. Like anytime I'd ever try to start, I'd still be baking the same way I did, so therefore I'd eat all that and therefore I wouldn't make any progress. So I made healthier, I made bran muffins this week instead when I baked. I made some biscuits. There's still a couple left. These biscuits are only 2 points each, and they're a little small, but they're only 2 points, and I know that. And they're not something that I'll eat 10 of. Like, I'll have one with a little bit of jam. Also, I stopped munching on Emmett's food when I'm making it. Now, I think that a lot of moms would relate to this, especially when you're still at that age where you're preparing your little one's food. And if I make him, let's say, sandwich for lunch, and I cut off the crust, obviously. When I cut off the crust, I would eat the crust and then give him the sandwich. Do you see where I'm going here? So every day I would eat, like, and I know it's just the crust, but it's the crust of 2 sandwiches, which would add up to probably 3 points or something like that, I don't know. And it's that, like I stopped doing that. I immediately take the crust and throw them in the green bin. So I've improved on that majorly. Same with the cookies that he likes. Like, he'll have his cookie after his lunch or for a snack or whatever, and I would take a cookie for myself. Well, I don't do that anymore. Even if you can squeeze in just that 25-minute workout, even if you can squeeze a 10-minute one in, do it. And we need to think about our mentality as well when we are... I'm going to put the spotlight on stay-at-home mothers because that is my experience thus far. I feel like you need to do stuff for your mentality as well, because most of the time you are home And that is a wonderful thing. You get to raise your child, you know, you get to be with them. And we all need a little pick-me-up. So I'll get in the tub I usually get in the tub every second night, and it's like my time. I'll spend like 45 minutes just soaking in the tub, because that's a release for me. And everybody has their own. Some people like to go for runs. I hope that I do someday. I hope that I get to that point where I can run. And the thing is that all I keep thinking of is like 2011. I don't mean I was like fit, like, you know, but I was so in shape. I was so in shape. Like, I could jog down Fraser Avenue in City Mines. I could jog, and I'm doing a 25-minute at-home aerobic workout, and I'm dying. And I'm like, wow, I'm so... And when I told my mother, she was like, you do realize after having a baby, your body, like, it totally changes it. And I went, I know. And maybe that's why I only lost 1 pound. Maybe it's my age. The last time that I was doing hardcore weight loss, when I was this serious about it, I was 23, and now I'm 25, and I'm 26 in September. So it could be age too, I have no idea. And I know that that's not old, and that's not, but your metabolism changes so much, and after you have kids, it changes as well. I believe that anything that I've ever read, and it could be wrong, it does slow down. So I'm trying to take advantage now, get what I want to get off, and be at a healthy point. So that is my weigh-in. That is my progress this week. I'm sorry if I rambled on for too long, but there was a lot of points I wanted to cover. And if there's anything that you'd like to see me discuss or try or anything, please comment or please inbox me. If you yourself want to join in on the inspiration, motivation sort of thing, as far as having somebody to weigh in with, even just Facebook inboxing every week, please let me know. I have a lot of support, and if you don't have support, it does change a lot. I believe the more support you have, the better it goes. So, I hope everybody has a great week, and I will see you next week.